Hello my friends. It's Maggie. Welcome back to my channel. I am here today to make a collage board for the fall. I've got all these beautiful papers here to work with, and hopefully maybe I'm gonna see how the time goes. My last two videos were really long, and I don't like my videos to go that long. So we'll just see how this goes. I don't have any specific shout outs to give right now, but I would like to shout out to all of you who have been watching my videos and subscribing and liking. I appreciate it so much. And to all my subscribers, some of you are new subscribers, some of you have been with me since I started. And I appreciate each and every one of you. You all have value and meaning to me. I just want you to know that, really from the bottom of my heart. All right, so let's just get started. Oh, wait. One thing before I do. Back several weeks ago, I think one of the first or second Mondays that I was doing Masterboards, I did a fabric Masterboard. And of course this really looks chaotic here. But I had all these lovely fabrics that I collaged together to make a Masterboard, and then I stitched around them, and then I backed it with some heavier paper so that they could be written on. So I cut these up, and most of these are tags. I suppose this one could be a pocket or a small journaling card. And then this is a taller tag, or it could be a tuck spot, you know, a side tuck. But at any rate, I thought of these today, and I thought, I've been waiting for a journal to use these in, and I think these would really go nice in the Pippi Longstocking journal to make some tags and you know, maybe some pockets or tuck spots. But the colors would go nicely. I mean, there's the purples, the pinks, some yellow. Yeah, I thought they would be fun in there. So they're finally going to get their home. So I'm going to place these with the other Pippi Longstocking papers that I have going here. And yeah, I think that would be fun. Okay, so I'm just going to scoot all this over to the side. And this does have a branding strip on it. It's Cartabella. And I'm not going to cut the branding strip off. I'm just going to collage right over that. And I've got all different kinds of sizes. I got some of these papers. I have a paper pack that, it's not a pack, it's a pad. And the paper is very thin, and I said I didn't like it very well. Matter of fact, I was going to give it away, but I decided to keep it. But in the end, I've actually been getting quite a bit of use out of it. It's got papers for every season or holiday, and I've used some of them for other things, so I decided today to take a look what they had for fall. And some of these beautiful papers, not this one, but some of these were in there under the fall section. So I thought, gosh, there's more than one sheet of each one. So I thought, I'm going to use these, cut these up and use them to make a collage, you know, a Masterboard. So let's just get going. I am going to use wet glue. Well, I suppose I could use a glue stick. I never know whether to use my glue stick or wet glue. It all depends on the mood I'm in. So let's just go for this. And I thought I had a purple glue stick, which would probably be better. I don't think that's correct English. Let me see. I'm not sure that I had a purple glue stick. think I used up the other one. Okay, I'm gonna use this. That way I'll be able to see what I'm doing. All right, so there we go. Cap this one up. All right, because I know I didn't hit every spot on here. I've got some book pages mixed in here as well. So we're just gonna, doesn't matter where you start when you're doing a collage. I'm sure most of you know if you're new at making junk journals, this is a wonderful way to get rid of scraps. Now this was not scraps. I had to make some scraps, but that's okay. A lot of it was scraps. So collage boards are a wonderful way to use up your scraps. And it's a very relaxing thing to do as well. I love to make masterboards with paper and with fabric. I've had some great success making the fabric masterboards. They're so much fun. And I'm happy that I'm pretty sure that those things will look great, and that will look very good in the Pippi Longstocking book. I don't know, this book is giving me fit. My first book, the Frosty the Snowman, which I've set aside. I'm not going to work on it anymore till Christmas. I've said that several times already. Seem to go together a lot easier. But that's okay. It'll all be fine. I really need to get something to glue on, because I'm getting glue all over these pieces, which I know it'll dry clear, but it does make a bit of a mess. So I don't know if I mentioned, so this is still Saturday for me. This will be Monday's video. And I am going to try to get a few videos ahead. I have a lot of doctor's appointments coming up. Nothing serious, just they're routine appointments. You know, like yearly checkups and stuff like that. My hearing test, my vision test, my physical. And they all seem to be falling within a few days of each other. Plus, I need to get a haircut. So I'm going to try to get some, like I said, some videos ahead for the next couple of weeks. Plus, I'm quite serious about taking the time. Oh, I've got the hiccups. Taking the time to start learning a little something about editing my videos. Like I said, I don't want to, I'm not trying to create, you know, I don't need all the music and all of that. I really don't. I just want to make my videos more manageable as far as time goes, and how to I want to learn how to speed things up if I'm doing something that I can speed up, so it'll take less time. I want to learn to delete things that need to be deleted. So I don't think those are too lofty things to kind of learn. And if any of you have any input, some of your videos are so fantastic that I just marvel at them, how the wonderful job that you do. And maybe you could tell me what program you use. Right now I am using CapCut. I did try Canva, but I don't know, that didn't seem to work for me. My daughter had suggested the iMovie, but that didn't work. The CapCut seems to be pretty good. I just don't know all the ins and outs of it. But I can learn. One thing, I may be ignorant about some things, but I'm not really stupid. So I know I can learn. And I know they offer, I probably could go on, oh, what's that one site? Skillshare. They might have something on Skillshare that would be helpful to me. I'll have to check that out. And I don't know if I mentioned, my daughter did something so lovely for me today. I was so touched by it. Was not expecting it at all. She gave me this lovely necklace, and it spells Mama. It has the letters M-A-M-A on a gold chain, and it's so pretty. And I just love it. And I asked her, I said, is this for me? I thought she had gotten it for herself. And she was just showing it to me, and she said, no, we have matching ones. I got us both one. She said, because my husband always called me Mama. She asked me if I could remember when he started doing that, and I couldn't really. I really don't know. I don't know when he started, but I can still hear him saying that, calling me that. And so that's one of the things that attracted her to it, was because that's what he called me all the time. And I put it on right away. I'm so proud of it. It was just so sweet. Like I said, it was totally unexpected. And I guess that made it more special. To me. So if you're watching, Lena, thank you again very much, honey. It really, really means a lot. You know, sometimes we get upset over things, or we get kind of down or whatnot, but in reality, we are so blessed, and I try my best to be grateful every day in every way, because when you're grateful, you know, it's pretty hard to be sad when you have a grateful heart. And it's not always easy to have a grateful heart. But when we do manage to do that, it's very worth it. It's worth it for our own well-being and for those around us. So I think this is going to make some pretty tags and so forth. I'm just trying to look through here and see what I have. I don't want to put all of the same patterns. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to try to get some videos ahead next week so that I don't have to worry, you know, about my doctor's appointments or feeling rushed or behind. So maybe on Monday I'll start making 2 videos. That's not straight. Making 2 videos a day, just so that I can get a little bit ahead. I've done that before, and it's when I do that, and I like it in some ways and in some ways I don't. I don't really like to be so far ahead that I kind of get out of touch with what I'm doing. You know, I like to be in the moment and have things more in real time, and the best I can do at that is filming 1 day in advance. But when I do have videos ahead, it makes me able to do some other things that I normally might not take the time to do, and learning more about my videos and how to manage them is certainly important to me. I mean, for you that are new, I started on my junk journal journey more than a year and a half ago now. It was late and late in 2024. It was during the holidays or right before the holidays. I started watching videos and just got interested. I think I watched Gail Augustinelli quite a bit and Kathy's Garden. I'm trying to remember who else I watched. Those names just pop out in my mind. And I just thought, oh, that just looks like so much fun. So I decided, after watching for several weeks, to give it a try. And I've said on here before how ignorant I was. I mean, I didn't know the lingo. I didn't know what things were. I didn't know what a signature was. I was really, really ignorant about YouTube. Not YouTube, but about junk journals. I didn't know what a junk journal. I didn't know how you were supposed to use it. But I watched these ladies making them and making up ephemera. I didn't know what ephemera was. I had to look all these things up on Google. I had to look things up on Google to find out what the heck this lingo meant. And I did. I figured quite a bit out, but at the time I had no idea what a masterboard was. I kept trying to figure it out because I saw different people, and I finally gave up even trying to figure out the masterboard part of it, because I thought, no, that's way above my pay grade. I'm gonna get this off. That's above what I'm wanting to do here. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I jumped right in. I didn't have any equipment. I had scissors and a ruler, and I had some glue. I had a bunch of file folders that my son-in-law gave me. I made my covers out of those, and of course I had some fabric. A lot of fabric. I've told you about all my fat quarters. And so I went to town. I made 1, 2, 4. I made 4 or 5 Christmas journals in the snap of a finger. Now, mind you, I kept one of them. One of my daughters has 2 of them. One of which is in the family room, and I've taken a look at it a couple of times, and I thought, my goodness, I really didn't know what I was doing. But I look back at them also, and I think, well, there were some pretty crafty things I did back then that I'm not doing anymore. So I said I discovered some forgotten friends. So I was on this journey, and then my husband passed away, and I found this form of art. Even though I personally am not a journaler, I have tried over the years to journal, but for some reason I really I like the idea of making these journals, and and to me it was a form of journaling, making them, a form of expression, and I enjoyed it so much. Then after he passed away, I hung on to it because it gave me something to do that I enjoyed, and was a way of me expressing myself in a different way. Had helped me deal with my grief, because I hadn't been dealing with it very well. And I was just so thankful that I had this activity, that I had it available to me to do, and that it brought me so much joy and so much peace. And it never occurred to me to start a YouTube channel because, for one thing, I didn't feel that I knew enough, nor did I feel like my journals were good enough. You're either don't know enough or you're not good enough, and you have all of these excuses. But the thought of a YouTube channel never entered my mind until maybe late 2024. I started maybe thinking about it in my head, thinking, maybe it would be fun. But I said, nah, I don't know anything about making videos. I don't know that my journals or anything I do is worth trying to show to anybody else. But then I thought, I really, maybe I can't be a tutorial channel. Maybe I can't really bring anybody any new or original ideas. I take my inspiration from other people and things in my life, people that I love. I take inspiration, and I don't mind admitting that I take inspiration from other people. When I do, I always try to give credit where credit's due, because I think that's important, and that's part of being responsible. So I started this channel, and when I told my daughter I was thinking about doing it, I said, now don't laugh at me. And she said, Mom, why would I laugh at you? And I said, well, because you know, I don't exactly feel that I'm really qualified to start a channel, to have a junk journal channel. I mean, you know, a YouTube channel. And she says, why not? And I said, well, I don't know. In the end, I decided to go for it, though. I really wanted to inspire other people that are like myself, maybe not an artist or consider themselves really all that creative, but to encourage them to really think about junk journaling themselves or some form of it to help them with whatever they're going through. I know it was a great help to me, like I said, in dealing with my grief. It helped me to find out, the channel has helped me to learn more about myself and my strengths and my weaknesses. So I'm definitely not in this for the money. That's for sure. I know I'll never get to that point. Okay, so we finished one. And I'm going to go ahead and start another one since I have all this out. I even have my 12 white paper right here. Now I'm going to try to move a little bit faster and not talk so much. But yeah, I am so happy that I started this channel. I enjoy making the videos. I enjoy communicating with people. During this junk journal challenge, it really did help me and give me the opportunity to connect with a lot of wonderful creators, which I appreciated and enjoyed so much. And just doing this has just really helped me in so many ways. So yes, I do want to see my channel grow. I know it's growing slowly, but you know, I don't mind. There's a reason for that. I am a great believer in that God is in control of my life and everything I do. So I'm not concerned or worried about, although the part of me is always like, is my channel growing? Is my channel growing? And it is. It's just slow. You know, that's the way it is. I'll take it, no matter how it is. But because it's growing slowly is no reason for me not to try to do my best, and that's what's sparked me to move forward with learning some more about making videos. So and I hope to inspire somebody else along the way, either just, you know, to start junk journaling or start your own YouTube channel. I know a couple of ladies, Betty Ann, for instance, she does such beautiful work. She posts on Instagram a lot. She should really have a YouTube channel. She's very talented. But she chooses not to, and that's her business, you know. That's her personal choice. It was a big decision for me to pursue this because, like I said, I just did not feel up to the task. But regardless of that, I did, and I'm happy that I did. I couldn't be happier. We'll get as far as I can get in the next 15 minutes. And then I'll just finish it off camera. I'm very happy I got the signature sewn into Pippi. I think decorating it is going to be fun. I'm hoping it will be. I don't have any of them or anything. I'm going to have to make my own, but I like the idea of doing that. Just like for the black and white journal, I did find pieces of black and white ephemera. That I really enjoy doing. I actually used more of that kind of thing than I had originally planned on doing or thought that I was going to do. But I love the way that journal is coming along. It's one of my favorites. And I'm hoping that maybe we can finish that up in another video. I have to take a look at it and see. See where I am with it. Of course, it's stuck to my desk. That's all right, I'll clean it up when I'm done. I haven't seen my granddaughter today. My daughter asked me if she wanted her to bring her up to spend some time with me, and I wanted her to so bad. But I am really tired and I need to get this video done. I don't, I've said many times, and I don't mean to sound like I'm beating a dead horse, but I don't like to video on Sunday unless I just have to. We go to church on Sunday, and it ends up to be a pretty long day, but a very enjoyable and happy day. So I really don't, as much as I enjoy making my videos, I see no reason to do it on Sunday if it can be helped. Where do I want to put this? I'm gonna paint myself into a corner as it was. I love, love, love this shade of green. I have a lot of favorite colors, but this is one of my favorite colors, is this dark green. Well, I did one of those numbers where I didn't push the record button all the way. So I've been talking about this color, and in the meantime I've changed gears and I was talking about something else. I was talking about fall and how much I love that season. It's my favorite time of the year. But it didn't become my favorite time of the year until after I lived in Michigan for several seasons. I ended up spending over 30 years in Michigan. Both of my daughters were born there, so they're Michiganders. My husband's family was all from Michigan. And I'm a very stubborn person. I can admit that now, but I did not admit it when I was younger. But I am a very stubborn person. And I always refused to call Michigan my home. California was my home. But now that my husband's gone, I don't feel that way anymore. And one of the things I loved about Michigan was this change in seasons. Now granted, I did not like the winter, all the snow and ice and everything, but Michigan was really my home for many, many years in my life. And now later, like I said, when my husband is gone now I can recognize that and admit it. Even though both my husband and I said neither one of us never wanted to return to Michigan because of the winters. But I love fall, and that's where I came to love and appreciate fall, was in Michigan. The beautiful, beautiful changes in the fall, in the seasons and the colors. Oh my goodness, so wonderful. And something that you could really look forward to every year, you know. And sometimes you had a rough, long winter, and sometimes they weren't so rough. They were, you know, not so hard. But yeah, I love the fall season very, very much. Oh, I might just be able to finish this, guys. I'll have 2 fall masterboards. That's what I wanted. I really wanted to kind of get away from, because I've made so many masterboards. I've had so many masterboard Mondays. If you do follow me, then you might just be getting right bored with it. And I could understand that. Oh, now the glue is sticking. The pages are sticking to me. I can understand that. I wouldn't be offended by it. I'm trying to think of some other things that I could do. I think I'm going to be doing more of the golden books. I do have a few of them, but there's a lot that I don't, and some of the ones I have just are not suitable. They're in pretty bad shape. But I would like to see if I can obtain some more. And I usually get mine. Because of our lifestyle, my daughter's work and everything, I don't really go, you know, go thrifting. So I've acquired what I have. I usually try to find them on eBay. I have found them pretty reasonable, the ones I purchased in the past, and a lot of the sellers offer free shipping, which is fine and dandy. Not a problem at all. So that piece fits almost perfect right there. Oh. I'm so happy the way this turned out. I got 2 masterboards. They definitely are fall. There's no question about that. I think I've got 1 Christmas masterboard and 1 Christmas fabric masterboard. So when the time comes, I'm going to need to make at least another Christmas. I think this will be enough for fall. Oh man, my nose is itching. Okay, so here are my 2 masterboards. They're very similar, but they are the same. Same papers, just different layouts. And they'll look completely different when they're cut up. And I think, no, I'm not going to sew around these because my sewing machine is just really too small to turn the 12 by 12s. Unless I cut it up and do it, but I don't want to do that. So thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for staying with me. If you stayed with me through this whole video, I do appreciate it. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment if you can. Why is this so wacky? I've got to do something about the way my camera is placed. Give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And let's just close with a verse from God's Word. I may start doing this at the beginning of the video. I want you all to know that I love you and I appreciate each and every one of you. And I pray for you. I do my best to pray for you every day. So, that being said, he that shall humble himself shall be exalted, Matthew 23:12. And he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him, Hebrews 11:6. All right, my friends. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye.